It's Champions League quarter-final time, and time for 4 mouth-watering ties. We begin here pretty much in the same way that last season's Champions League began. Manchester City taking on Borussia Dortmund. Erling Haaland will face his former club. Can Manchester City keep their title defence alive? Or will Borussia Dortmund return to a final at Wembley for the first time in over 10 years? It's going to fall contemptuously for Emre Can. It's a good save from Ederson. Can across the face of goal, and it's Fulkrug who finds the shins of the keeper. Now Bayern Gittins to keep the pressure alive as he's flanked by Rico Lewis. Foden taking it in his stride. It's a trademark play from Phil Foden. And Rodri's gone down. He's earned a penalty for Manchester City. Less than 15 minutes on the clock. And surely Erling Haaland is going to step up against the club that put him on the map. Here comes the Viking galloping towards the ball. It's belted low and hard. And City head high and strong into the lead early on against Erling Haaland's former employers. Rearson back to Bayern Gittins. Still Bayern Gittins. It's parried away by Ederson. And tidied up by Arke. Marius Wolf. It's a preemptive pass to Bayern Gittins. Brings it beautifully under control and it wails wide. It's typical of Borussia Dortmund to generate these talented English youngsters. Foden does make it inside Sabitzer. Here's Rico Lewis who's standing in for Kyle Walker. And Bernardo Silva extends the goal cushion for Manchester City. Borussia Dortmund standing off like it's a training ground kickabout. Julian Brandt down the line to Wolf. Here's Jadon Sancho against his former club. And it's just 1 yard wide. Rare chance for Dortmund inside that impenetrable City area. Bayern Gittins has the entire D to himself and he's picked out Sabitzer. Well, he yielded on the strike, resisted the urge to pull the trigger and go for glory himself. He links up with the Austrian. Wolf stays on his feet, play goes on. And Adeyemi has capitalised on the confusion of the champions. Brandt plays it short to Wolf. And he's deceived Foden and he's taken it all on by himself. Marius Wolf howling at the Manchester moon. Here comes Wolf again. He has been dogmatic, pun intended. Well, he's found Martson. He screwed it all up. Chance goes begging. Foden combining with Haaland, who patiently plays it back. Well, the goal scorer has become the provider. And Foden has found a match winner for the champions to take with them back to the Signal Iduna. A narrow 1-goal lead. One last chance, one last roll of the dice for Dortmund. As Can slipped into Marco Reus, and the veteran doesn't have an answer for the problem that Ederson has provided. Between the City goalposts, it's Manchester City 3, Borussia Dortmund 2. Dortmund's rivals Bayern Munich are in action next. At this stage of the competition, if there is such a thing as underdogs, then surely Porto would be it. Arsenal found out the hard way, but there's no such thing as an easy game in in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Here's Harry Kane from range, and Diego Costa certainly on his toes. There's no notice when it comes to Bayern Munich. They can strike any time. Zardy in the near post, it's swatted away. That came out of nowhere. Costa has to sacrifice his own defender to keep the goal out. Musiala to Kingsley Coman. Kane in the centre. And he connects with the goalpost, but not the goal itself. Coman, Kane knocks it forward elegantly with just one touch, and it sends Leroy Sané thumping Bayern Munich into a lead. 25 minutes gone. And there's Harry Kane, in the blink of an eye, just helps it onwards to the German wonder kid. Amy from range, and is spilt away by Neuer. Wendell, what a pass to Taremi. And he's undone Upamecano. And Taremi runs out of stamina to course correct the strike. Sent in towards Taremi at the far post, but it's Conte sharp. And now Galeno. Oh, and that was so close. Davies pings in across to Kane. Thumping header. Hellfire and brimstone on the palms of Costa from the big red machine Kane. Evan Nielsen and Taremi has just sprung a remarkable head start over his fellow Asian. And Taremi, just like that, has demonstrated the danger that Porto possess. You can never count out the Dragons. Munich had them on the ropes for the majority of the first half. And Porto have bought their time, and he's gone around the veteran. Manuel Neuer, far from the sweeper keeper of old. Kane. Now Musiala. Second attempt will reach Kane, who shrugs off Gonzalez. Couldn't take it beyond Costa. They shout, wasting no time, getting this one in, and that's a gilt-edged miss. Musiala to Davies. Just a few minutes left here, and it's Gnabry. He's thrown it away, it's wide. And Bayern Munich are perplexed as to why they couldn't beat Porto here, and now they go to the Portuguese coast, all level. Well, it was Portugal where 10 years ago the Madrid derby took place in the Champions League final in Lisbon. Tonight they meet in the quarter-finals. Morata! As he runs off to the Bernabeu faithful with a pose that symbolises, remember me? Mondi has found Rodrigo in the centre, and the Brazilian couldn't get beyond Oblak. Romani searching pass, and Valverde's knocked it down to Rodrigo. Still finding his feet after Hosselu took over the strike force duties. Koke pokes it on to Morata, and it's almost a deja vu. On the earlier goal, and it takes a deflection that very nearly humiliates the outstanding Lunian, who stands his ground. As Bellingham helps it onto Vinicius, who slips in the pouring rain at the crucial second. Rodrigo de Paul. And now it's Morata. Oh, very nearly. And it's the twisting and turning of the striker that is causing them problems. There's Chouamani, takes a deflection onto the bar. Beautiful pass from Camavinga to Jude Bellingham. And it's stopped once again by a stubborn Oblak. Chouamani. Now Vinicius. Given all the time in the world, and it just catches Jude Bellingham by surprise. Camavinga. Vinicius arches his run to stay onside. Rodrigo. It's now Vinicius. Lays it off to Valverde. It travels in seemingly slow motion. Over an hour played now at the Bernabeu in the Madrid derby. And now here is Vinicius, cuts inside. Oh, they're getting closer and closer. They're banging on that Atletico door. And Vinga. Vinicius once again, all black. He's been kept very busy this evening. Brahim Diaz. And he's lofted it to Camavinga. And finally, Real Madrid have the goal that they have been very, very patiently awaiting. They have had Atletico Madrid on wobbly legs for the entirety of this second half. Here is Riquelme to De Paul. Shut down by a right roadblock here as Koke keeps the pressure alive. Here's De Paul. And now Morata sets himself up, and he's done it once again. In very nearly the same position as he did in the first 10 minutes. And it's a symbolic gesture in the stadium that 40 wasn't good enough to stay here. Juventus didn't think much of him either. And maybe he has his permanent home on the other side of the city. Deep into added time, and Carvajal, what a leap! Well, tonight's captain reminds us of Sergio Ramos' late goal against Atletico Madrid 10 years ago. And guess what the method was? A thumping header. Not much of an away game when both teams are city rivals, but Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid are tied as they head into the second leg. Over 12 encounters, Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain have beaten each other 4 times apiece and drawn on the other 4 occasions. The Parisians eliminated Barcelona on their last knockout stage encounter in 2021. Balde backheels to Felix, and it's Lewandowski who's in here. And Lamar scuppers a surefire open goal. Whipped in by Vitinha. Now Hakimi survives the press from Gundogan, and it's Barcola who scores against Barcelona. What a moment for this young man. Both sides are brimming with young and hungry talent, and Bradley Barcola steals the limelight from Lamine Yamal. Isaiah Emery, another wonderful French prospect, links up with the French prince. Gundogan marching forward, Lewandowski has undone Hernandez, and it's Lamine. Spain's sensation continues to drive the mania here in Catalonia with a sensational finish. And it's the veteranism of Lewandowski to spot the opening for Lamine. Dembele drills it up the line to Kylian Mbappe, who will be a Madrid player surely next season. Emery. Mbappe brings it under control. It's Bradley Barcola. Almost picks out the top corner. What a game he's having. João Cancelo. Lewandowski was suppressed by Skriniar for now. And he's made Skriniar take the bait. He's took out the pole. And Lewandowski has earned a penalty kick for Barcelona. Now Lewandowski steps up to capitalise. But Donnarumma has it well scouted. Great save. My word, what a ping pong pass from Zaire-Emery, and Mbappe just didn't have the wherewithal to convert it past Ter Stegen. But what a ball, right between Koundé and Arujau. Mbappe has Ousmane Dembele, who could put Paris ahead against his former club. And that is a brilliant save from the German. Zaire-Emery, Iwani to Mbappe. And the momentum has gone. Kylian trying to reset the play here. Zaire-Emery and Dembele, it whistles wide. 8 minutes to go here in this thrilling tie, and Arujau has felt for the early through pass, and Kolo Muani relives that miss from the World Cup final. Mbappe cutting inside, and it's Dembele. What a save from Ter Stegen to scoop the ball up from certain depth over the goal line. How is there only one goal apiece in this showcase match? It's been a tight affair, hasn't it, in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-finals. Unsurprisingly, Erling Haaland still the top goal scorer, and Alvaro Morata is catching up with his clubmate Griezmann. Let's get those aggregate scoreline predictions in for the second leg, which will come next week. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video.